Yo, welcome back. So it's Thursday, we're back at this job. So it's the same week, we're back at this job. However, this video will probably be released the following week, as I'm only doing one a week, just to keep it consistent. I don't want to start doing two, and then I'll start falling behind and panicking, thinking I've got to get another video this week. So I'm just gonna stay at one a week. However, if I film multiple in the same week, I'll just put it out the following week. So it's the same week, Thursday. So what's on today? We've got that board swap there. We've got a verso board going in. So I've just got that out and open. I've not done the knockouts yet, as I'm just waiting for Nick to come in, and then we'll take the board apart and everything like that. Have a look, see where all the cables come in. I presume it's going to be both of the back knockouts. And then we've also got to run in a 6mm for the new induction hob, which I showed you on the last video. So that's coming from this FuseBoard out, and then there's Copex, well, conduit already going up on the outside here and round. So we can't really go that way. We've got to go like up and then over with Flexicon. So that's how Nick wants to do it. So we've got some Flexicon there with the glands and everything. So that's what we've got to do. So I'll wait for Nick to come in, he's just on the phone, and then we'll run you through. I'd just like to add, if you're an apprentice out there and say like your boss is on the phone or something like that, just do something you can do. Obviously I can start getting all this board and that on, but I'm just getting all the stuff ready. I don't know what Nick wants me to do, whether he wants me to do the outside or the board. So just prep things ready. So I've got like the SDS, all the tools in here I'm going to need. Got some all-round I can't speak today. All-round band ready for the meter tails and everything like that. Got a fixing box, got the board cover off ready. I'm going to unpackage all the RCBOs ready now. So just get the little bits and bobs which take the time and add up, and then it'll just save a bit of time. This is the current FuseBoard, so as you can see it's not the best. Has got an RCD on some of it, but the lights are nothing as an RCD, and obviously we put new downlights in, so it's only been on a non-RCD for 2 days, well, so we've been mega busy, but we're back here now to change it all. So as you can see, all the cables are rear entry, so to be fair, I'll line up the board. We'll probably get away with one knockout here. To be fair, actually, I've got a drill out, so I'll probably do another knockout and drill out over here for the new 6mm going in. But I'm just showing for other apprentices out there, say you will want to prep your board. It's a bit like painting, all the prep's the key for a board swap. So you've got a 6 amp here, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 6 amps. We've got a 40 amp, so that's for the shower. Your 6 amps are for lighting. 32 amp, that's not doing anything, but I still count that to put in the new board, because my new cooker circuit can go on that. Obviously not on this break, I mean on the new one. And then we've got 16, a 20, a 20. Commonly now, I think they do 16s, but most people just bang it on 20. So I remember what breakers I got here, and then if I take you over here, so I'll take you over here, I've started to get them ready. So we've got a 32, 3 6s, so I just need a couple more 20s. And then once I unbox them, what I do is I grab the ends of the ferrules, try and straighten them out as best as I can, and then it's a lot easier to install. Right, Nick's here. We've decided I'm going to do the FuseBoard, so like I said, got it all ready, all the RCBOs are ready,
and
boards
you've got
here.
the miniature, we just said it's the first time. I've not even fit the miniature ones, the miniature verso ones, so it should be nice. It means Adam's got to make it super neat. Yep. Because there's no room to hide your cables.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously it's going to look a bit neater than this, fingers crossed. So Nick's already dashed it all up, because he's already marked it all.
I'll get it up on here for you. I've got, I did it on notes the other day, did all the tests for you already. So number 1, single socket here, and the hall,
yep.
R1, R2, 0.30. Kitchen, second one, kitchen sockets, and the lounge, 0.87 R1, because there's no rings, it's all R1, R2. We'll get our ZS's once you change the board. Shower, 0.16, then you got a 1mm that does the boiler, 0.25. Number 6 is is downlight, 0.80, and then number 7 is downlight, 0.82. ZE is 0.26, PFC is 0.90. So you've got all that. I know you're going to check it afterwards. We've got a good earth, we've got good readings. IR picked up absolutely nothing. The only thing I didn't do is the lights, because we'd already put the downlights in here. But yeah, all good. Yep,
so I've proved dead, everything's dead, ripped the main tails out, so I'm good to go. So I'll just start loosening everything off and rip the whole board off and see what we're working with. Right then, it's quite hard to film this, it's a tight cupboard. However, I've loosened all the screws, pulled all the cables out, so now the board should just pull and twist off. There we have it. So that's that board off. And now let's have a look, see what we're working with. So this is what we're working with, all the cables coming through. So then you get your new fuse board, like so. Eye that up. So I'll probably just do the left knockout. I might do the right knockout actually as well for the new circuit to go through the wall. So we've got plenty of clearance. So what I'll do is I'll straighten all these cables out, brush all the cobwebs off, pull all these weird nails out, and then offer the new board up. Right then, we're a bit further along. Doesn't actually look like it, however we just spent the last 20 minutes. Shall I pan across? Nick's just don't know what he's doing.
Just picking something up.
Oh, right, yeah.
You can see my beard in this bit.
Yeah, so when I took the board off, I found this 6mm, which had tape around it. And then currently this is the only other 6mm in the property, which is for a shower. So straight away we thought, maybe this is the old cooker cable. Well, I did. And I said to Nick, oh, you might be able to see it. So, what we found, bro?
Should we run through?
Yeah, you can.
If you watch my weekly videos, it's the same bit. Do not skip it. We want audience retention for Adam's video. And like it if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Up here. No, where am I on the screen? So, I'm on the screen now, the video. It's there. Hit down there, the big anyway. I saw the 6mm running through the ceiling here. The 6mm for the shower you can already see there, which makes sense because down here you have an old gas outlet on the floor.
Oh.
Just there.
Yeah.
So that means realistically the old cooker point was over here. So we've snipped that. I put my hand as far in there as I could, snipped it, pulled it down. We've just done an IR and a continuity. Adam's done it at the board. This is our 6mm, which will allow me now to do a joint, go across, run it down to where it needs to be over there. So Adam's just saved me probably 3 hours worth of work messing around outside using FlexiCon. So if you haven't already, subscribe because Adam now deserves it just for that.
Yeah. And then also that's made our life easier as we don't have to make another hole and drill outside on the wall. So it's a straightforward board swap. Just bring all these through and then bring the tails through.
Hang on, whoa. What are you about? Make sure you said you like tearing up holes. That's what you said earlier, didn't you? In the van, you went, I love tearing up holes, and now you don't have to.
I've not been in the van today, so you're lying. What I've done now is prep my board, so I've got my main tails in, and then I'll get it mounted on the wall, then put all the RCBOs in. Right, so I've got the board on now, brought the cables through. What I'm doing is wedging it in place with my knees. These boards do come with a level inside of them, but I can't like break my neck looking at that, so I've got my little Stabilo one on here. Making sure it's not sitting on anything, it's flush back to the wall. It's going to sit a bit above the fireboard here, but as long as it gets level, then I'll screw it in place. All my cables are in now. I've got 10mm for the water and the gas, and then this one here is the current main earth. However, we're replacing it with this.
Yep.
So I just want to verify that is the one that goes from there to there. Even though I can see it wiggling, it's in the cavity.
Save this because this is quite similar to this one.
Yeah, so I'd rather double check before I give it the snip. So get that on there.
She said.
Get that on there. So that's that.
Yep.
And then I'll just double check by going that to that. Yeah, not connected. So that one can be cut off. Just got the RCBOs in. I'll just run you through what I'm doing. So because the cables all come on the left, I'll put the blanks here just to gauge it roughly. And then the RCBO fly leads, I'm just terminating them in the correct order, like the correct sequence. And then I'll adjust these to the correct numbers once I finalise the board. Because I don't want to get to the end and think, oh, which one's which. So that's why I'm just putting them in the right order, but not in the correct number. So save a comment for below. What I'm doing is shower cable on the left. Then I got the cooker cable we've just found and using going in that 32. And then I've got 3 radial circuits and then a couple lighting circuits. There we are. All the RCBO fly leads are in now and the RCBOs. I've got 2 blanks to start with. Like I said before, I've done that because all the cables are on the left. So now I'll literally start from the furthest on the left, terminating the big cables, and then working my way all the way across, terminating live and neutral into the top of the RCBOs and the earths into the earth bar at the top. And then I'll put, has he left this? Yeah, I've got a new earth sleeve in, so I'll earth sleeve all the new earths and then, just work my way all the way along. Right, we're nearly done. Sorry I haven't filmed much. It's been quite hard to film in this little cupboard, but I've got to put this back in there once I'm done. I'm just waiting for Nick to come back from the opticians, so when he comes back we'll brother label print the front of the fuse board with the fancy stickers.
And then he's also going to bring some blue cable ties or cable ties just so I can cable tie them there like that, so that's nice and neat. And then I'll torque everything up. I just need to figure out which one of these neutrals is for which one here. I forgot, I didn't label them, just made a little rookie error, but I'll test that in a minute, figure out which is what one, and then put that in the correct breaker. And then realistically, that's it for doing the actual fuse board. I'll probably get a bit of fire mate, squeeze loads of fire mate in the back of there. Yeah, so what I've tried to do is I've tried to pull everything as much as I can and terminate it, which I've managed to do without having to extend them with Wagos. So the less joints the better, as you all know. So it's not looking the prettiest, but ultimately it's gonna put the cover on and it's gonna look fine. This is the fuse board from the side where you enter the cupboard. So what I'm doing now is I've tightened this meter tail clamp as much as I can. I've put a nice bend on this so it'll push up nice against the architrave, and it'll come down here and it'll kink back out straight into the ISO, and then the earth will actually carry. I'm debating whether to take the earth all the way down and carry it along the top of the skirting, like clip it to the top of the skirting, and then bring it up here straight into the main earth, or bring it along here, clip it to the underside of the fuse board, which I think I might do this, and then loop it. But the only thing then is I've got to loop it over the main tails, which is nothing wrong with that, but it's just another loop over and down in. So yeah, I'm just going to it's one of these again. I can't really film it because I need to be working here, but then I can't put my camera there. So yeah, it is what it is. I'll get this done. That was a little bit of a faff, bit of playing around, but I've got the main tails in. Some people might be saying, why haven't I done like a nice flat 90 bend? But obviously you don't want to do that on the tails. Well, any cable really, you don't want to do sharp bends. So these especially, just nice gradual bends, nice and neat, straight into the isolator, and then the earth carries on underneath, clipped. It's not clipped here as I don't want to clip it and then say the meter people come and then they whinge that my cable's in the way, so I've not clipped that. So you can unscrew it from the main head, and then that's out of the way for the meter people. So it's not permanent. Well, it's pretty permanent, but it's not permanent. Do you know what I mean? So I've just got to put the buzz bar in, torque everything up, and then we can power up. So the buzz bar's in now. I've just done it loosely, and then I've got my torque screwdriver. So I'm gonna go across all the terminations now using the torque screwdriver. So I'll just do a little time lapse of that. That was the ultimate moment of truth. So isolator on, that's on, everything's torqued up. Obviously it's only me working this property, everything else is safe, no socket fronts are off and all that. I've just been around and double checked. Main switch going on, SPD going on, so that breaker there. Yeah, sorry about that, the customer just popped home for lunch, so that's how you heard there, hello. So all the RCBOs are now on, apart from this one. This is the cooker circuit Nick just pulled through, and we've not put blocks on it yet, so I've just left that off for the meanwhile. But yeah, nothing tripped, so we're all good. Just waiting for a cable tie to cable tie all those. We've got to put the board cover on and brother label printer on, and then put some little identification on the main earth and the bondings. But yeah, do a few more tests, a few more live tests, some ZEs. Nick's already done all the R1R2s. To be fair, I'll grab a quick R1R2 on the cooker, which we've just reused. Like I said a minute ago, there's just a few more things just to complete this job. I'm just waiting for Nick to come back with those little things. But overall, the Verso board, thought it was very good. Yeah, for what I was working with, not wanting to extend the cables and add another joint, so more resistance in the cable. I think I did a fairly good job, to be fair, getting it as neat as I could. Obviously, we all like the perfect fuse boards, like you see the Instagram perfect fuse boards where it's all nice, neat bends. However, we all know in the real world that's not always feasible. So, from what I've fitted here, I think that's good, to be fair, good attempts. If you see anything or you think you do anything differently, just comment below. I'll be intrigued to read all them comments. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.